Hello everybody, and welcome back to the Klonoa playthrough. It is time for the extras. Not the extra vision, the extras. So we're going to go through all of these things that we have unlocked throughout the course of the game. Obviously, we had the costumes, which we delved into last time. I'm not actually going to change costumes because I like the zipper costume far too much. It's my jam. Love it so much. So we're sticking with that. So, that's what you get for completing Vision 1. For completing Vision 2, you get Time Attack. I think it gets a little bit messy after that. We will go into Time Attack later, but I just thought, go into Movie Viewer first, which I believe you get for completing Vision 3 or 4. Not quite sure, it's one of the two. Basically, it just allows you to view any of the cutscenes in the game again, and what's quite cool is that the cutscenes will change depending on what costume you're wearing. So, as we will see when I decide, let's have a quick look at the final shot. We have Klonoa in zipper costume, and you can see why I say that this is easily the better outfit for Klonoa. It's just epic. So yes, that is everything you can do in the movie viewer. Always like it when there's a theatre mode in games, because oftentimes you do sometimes just want to look at the movies again for whatever reason, and it's nice just to have them in a nice, easy to view spot. Because for anything like trailer videos, always a godsend. And now we've got what's going to make up probably one of, if not the longest part of the video. It's one of those things that you guys know I do and love to do, even if it drives my commentary slightly onto insane tangents. And that is the character viewer. So this allows you to look at all of the models in the game. You can zoom into them, you can rotate them, whatever you like, really. And so we're going to show off all of these models because it's important. They've been put here to be viewed, and therefore we shall view them. This is the somewhere one of Klonoa, which I don't really get or like all that much. Very well, this is the one that's based off of Klonoa's original design, where it's a lot better when he's a lot smaller, I feel, which is why they did redesign his costume a little bit by giving him like a jacket for the remake, because in making him Klonoa 2 proportions, the collar and the trousers without a top of sorts just looks odd. It really does. And now we actually get to look at the Breezegale villagers, because we saw them popping out of the bubbles, but we didn't really get to have a proper look at them. Obviously we've got to see the Fourlock villagers and Jugpot soldiers and so on and so forth. But yeah, I didn't really get a chance to look at the Breezegale villagers, which is kind of funny, if you ask me. So what this also allows you to do is look at all of the enemies, and this is where you'll be able to see all of their names if you hadn't seen them or heard them before. And it does just go to show how cute some of the names are, and how some of the designs are for the enemies, because, like, even though they can kill you, they are absolutely adorable, and I love it. And I think we are nearly into the enemies now, which is good, I feel. Yes, so I've got the Moos, which are they're just too cute. I love the Moos. They may be the Goombas of the Klonoa universe, but they are perfect in every single way. Tetons are quite cute as well. I mean, everything in this game is cute. This is the Zippo. I think it's also called a Pinkle in other versions of the game, but Zippo is what it calls it here, so that's what we're going to go with. Obviously, as I said, with the Hornamu / Slazo, different names, same enemy. It occurs with a few of them. And I mean, just look at that cute little hat. Just... I want to kill these things because they're trying to hurt me, but I don't want to kill them because they're just too cute and they're just sort of having fun, for the most part. Very few of the enemies are actively trying to kill you. I mean, anything that's got a spiked ball, so the Mew Mews, the Dabbies, they're trying to kill you. The Shellies, sort of trying to kill you by ramming into you. The Fifis definitely aren't trying to do anything, they're just sort of flying about. I suppose the Armoured Mews are slightly trying to kill you, because they've got the pointy nose to ram into you with. And the... whatever the shield Mew that wasn't a shield Mew, might have been a spear Mew with a spike on its shield. They're trying to kill you, but like the general Mews, they're just adorable and having fun. Yes, the spinners, and the glibs and the ploums. I mean, I'm glad that they're animated, because otherwise you wouldn't get to see the faces of the glibs all that well. But this is nice because you do get to have a closer look at enemies that you wouldn't really get to see normally, and well, from other angles, because you're generally constantly facing them side on. So you don't get to see some of the attention to detail that was put into some of them. I mean, I don't know whether I ever saw a Zagard. I must have done it at some point, otherwise it wouldn't be here, but kind of baffled me. And look at that little Algo, he's so angry, but it's so cute. But yeah, I know that these are perhaps never the most interesting of things to watch or to talk over, to be fair, but I do find it to be very important because this is something that developers have worked on to present to people, and so I feel that it is right to cover them. And Armoured Death Moo looks so angry, it's beautiful. And I still stand by the fact that I prefer Evil Pamela's design to actual Pamela. It's just much more elegant, I feel. Even if it's evil, it just looks better. And Gelbomb still creeps me out a little bit. And I'm still disappointed that Balladium didn't last for longer than he did, because that fight... well, the boss fight design, so cool! Just needed to be that bit longer. And, ah, look at Beast Joker. Kinda weird looking, but fun nonetheless. And then derpy looking Nahatoom. Still find it hilarious, but I much prefer Nahatoom 3. Nahatoom 3 and Nahatoom 2 do actually look actively terrifying. It's just that first phase that's a little bit less than stellar, shall we say. But that is all of that. For beating Baloo's Tower, you unlock the music player, which allows you to play every single song in the game, all 44 of them. And also love it when this is in games, because oftentimes you are thinking, oh, what was that one song called? Because it's in the game, you can actually figure out what it is. And I mean, it also helps that all of the songs in this game and in this music player are placed chronologically. So So as long as you know roughly where you are in the game, you can figure out what the song is, which is really helpful, actually. So yes, we're just going to go through all of the songs, because I want to. Because, really, I want to give these a bit of a showcase as well, because they are just nice and fun to listen to. Because, I mean, the Klonoa soundtrack is really enjoyable, and I'd forgotten how good it was. Like, I know I said early on in the playthrough that I wouldn't say that there were any songs that were particularly hugely memorable, but actually no. There are a lot of these songs where the second they started playing, I'm just like, yes, yes, I know this one, this is beautiful. So they are actually a lot more memorable than I gave them credit for. I think it's just that it's been such a long time since I'd listened to a lot of these songs that they just hadn't delved into my head quite as much as, say, Stepping Wind from Klonoa 2, just because that's insanely catchy, and I'd listened to it a lot. And a lot of other games have more iconic pieces of music that are just played more often, and so they stick in your head more. And that's ultimately why they end up being slightly more memorable. But that's fine. Now, it's time to look at Time Attack. There was a moment where I was just going, oh god, what is this? And then, as soon as I got into it, it was just like, ah! So what Time Attack is it's a time attack on the boss fights. So you can refight any boss you like, and you can be timed on it, and that's just quite fun. We're going to take on Rango Lango? I can't remember his name, even though I've just, you know, said it. Rongo Lango, there we go. I'll tell you now, this is not going to go nearly as well as when I actually face him down in the main playthrough. I don't know whether they upped the challenge slightly on him for the time attack. I don't know whether it's the same for all of the boss fights in general, that they slightly upped the difficulty on it or not. Because, I mean, yeah, he's pulling off moves that he didn't do the last time, which I certainly was not expecting him to do, and was actually slightly annoyed by, because it was like, but I was going to do a really awesome beating of him that was better than the last time, and it just did not happen. But it's fine, because all I'm really doing here is showing off time attack mode. I don't know whether you get anything for beating all the time attacks. I think it is mostly just for props, really. Just going, yes, I beat the time attack mode, well done me. And just bragging rights. But it's a fun little thing that you can do if you want to. The challenge that I would give to all of you is try to beat all of the bosses in under a minute. That might not be possible for some of them, but certainly quite a lot of them I feel you could beat in under a minute. So that is my challenge to you guys. Whether you take it is up to you, doesn't really matter. Now, one thing that I did not show off last time, but which I felt, you know what, I've covered everything else. Why not? And so I'm going to show off reverse mode. Not all of it, obviously, because I'm not that much of a masochist. But yes, the mirror fairies turn up and they mirror everything. So, we now have the opportunity to play through all of the visions again, but backwards. And as I believe I mentioned when I first brought up reverse mode, each of these visions has a hidden portal within them that houses an ultra-difficult platforming challenge, at the end of which is a medal or a medallion. And if you want to 100% Klonoa, or at least 100% it as I would say as 100%, you need to get all of the medals from reverse mode, as well as all of the 150 gem completion rankings. Basically, how you do on the gem count is shown on the map screen by the glowing gem. If you've... I don't quite know what unlocks the green gem. I don't know whether it's getting over 100 gems or what. But I know for a fact that if you get all 150 gems in a level, you'll get a nice big glowing blue gem, and that will make you feel incredibly happy and proud. Unfortunately, that is so much easier said than done, but that's fine. Now, leap up. That is one of the portals I was talking about. They give you a nice batch of lives to try and get you through this, and you're going to see how truly difficult this is. Like, I went into this thinking, yeah, I'll just show it off, I'm probably not going to beat it, but then I got stubborn. And you can see I started with 24 lives on this room. I wonder how many I'll have by the time I give up trying to beat it. Yeah, I mean, the challenge with this particular room is that you are so insanely close to the lava in the ground, and you've got to get just that extra little bit of height on that final flying moo, and it's just really difficult. And so if you ever think that Klonoa has no challenge in it, give these a go, because you are likely to tear your hair out by the end of it, because, like, my god, this is just so insanely difficult. I'd say this is easily the bigger challenge than Blue's Tower. Like, it's so much more challenging, and it's only one room, which is balmy. Right, we've lost 20 lives. I feel now is probably the time that this is my last hurrah, and oh my god! I did it! I did it! As I said, always surprise myself when I'm recording things and doing things that I didn't necessarily plan to do initially, but then thought, you know what, I actually want to try and complete something. Actually ended up getting a medallion, which just made me go, oh, I might be better at Klonoa than I thought I was. I'm still not great. I think I might probably, like, seriously cry if I tried to get all of the medallions, because that was the easiest, I feel, potentially, of the medallions, because obviously it was from Vision 1-1, and there's another collection to go. Just know I am not that good at Klonoa. But at least I have shown off what happens when you get a medal. Not a whole lot, you get a medal. Well done, you've won a medal. But hey, it's bragging rights, and that's always good. And actually, if things go well, might actually end up getting 150 gems on this level, which would make me over the moon. And I hesitate to say it, obviously, because the number on your screen is nothing like a 50. But I think I might have actually gotten 150 gems in that, which means that I will have fully completed Vision 1-1, which I feel, if true, is the perfect way to finish off the Klonoa playthrough. And I did it! Oh my god, I did it! So yes, I think that is the perfect way to end off the game. So thank you all so much for watching. Thank you all so much for being here, potentially for the 8 years that I've been on YouTube. Happy 8th anniversary to me! I shall see you all in the next playthrough.